She's the shit. She really is. She's the shit.
What? You don't believe me?
Stewart can throw down?
Come on.
Okay.
Oh my god. I had you for 1 second. God, that was actually pretty impressive.
I'm like,
I mean, I'm a pretty small girl.
I feel emasculated right now. Oh my god.
That's awesome.
And I have to say, you don't know this, but like, I've gone to probably 25 film festivals, and until Twilight came out, at every single screening, somebody said, "How did you find such an amazing actress with Friedreich's ataxia?"
Yeah.
So every time.
I'm put together beautifully. Big wet bottle in my fist. Big wet rose in my teeth. I'm a perfect piece of ass, like every Californian. So tall I take over the street with high beams.
And now let's talk a little bit about your on-screen love interest, Kristen Stewart.
Man, she's amazing. She's amazing. I can't imagine anyone else who would have been able to pull off that part.
What's wrong with you anyway?
I have Friedreich's ataxia, a neuromuscular disease.
Is that why you talk kind of like you're drunk?
I do?
I mean, no, it's like just the slurred.
Oh, I get it all the time.
Was it risky for you two going into it? Did it feel like dangerous territory to walk into as an actor?
Wow, not at all. Plus I was 15. I just went into this hotel and talked to her and was like, she's so cool and this is so perfect. I think like, God, I've never been so affected by something. I really want to do this, and wait, I'm really scared of this.
And as far as Kristen Stewart goes, she's one of a kinder. You won't see somebody like her at that age come down the pipe again until about 2035. She's that unusual. She's an absolutely, you can't say raving beauty or anything like that because that connotes something else. This girl has a beautiful, knowledgeable, might have seen the elephant look on her, just striking, beautiful face, with a maturity and a gauntness and a hauntedness that I've never seen on any woman in my life. And she's 16 years old. Well, when you look at Kristen Stewart, it's not that she's a genius, but she is unique. And I don't see, outside of maybe 2 or 3 people much older than she is, a uniqueness in actresses today.
Okay, who's up for a day of beauty?
Where are you going? Nana's taking me to get my hair cut.
Jesus, Georgia!
Mama said, lift your head from the sieve of your hands. Mama say eventually this hurting will end.
Hi, I'm gonna take you to the set of Adventureland. Our set in this case is Razzmatazz.
I want action tonight, satisfaction.
Not Adventureland!
What the fuck was that?
I've seen Kristen in a bunch of movies. I've always thought she's amazing. You know, ever since I saw her in Panic Room, I thought she's just a fascinating young actress. And she's one of those actors who can't be false. She's just incapable of being false on screen. And there's just something about her. She has a quality, a mysterious quality, a very interesting quality, and she emanates a tremendous amount of intelligence. So she's just fascinating to watch.
I really want to see you tonight.
To me?
Yeah. Unless you got something else going on.
jump when he jumps just instinctively.
Where do you want to go? Not the backseat of your car.
These people that are, you know, discovering themselves in the midst of real problems that real people face, and I just think there's no better people to play that than, you know, Jesse and Kristen, and, you know, these guys are incredible.
I was really surprised when I started working with Kristen Stewart in this movie, because when they told me they cast a girl who was 17 years old, she was 17 at the time, to play this part, which was, the character's supposed to be like 21 years old, and also this like kind of wise beyond her years girl, and so I was so surprised. I hadn't seen her, I think, in a movie at that point, and so when I heard she was 17, I was so shocked. And then when we started filming, it was like the most revelatory experience. I couldn't believe it. She has such a unique maturity and a unique sense of humor and cynicism that's unique for anybody, regardless of their age. She couldn't have been more wonderful, and it really gives the movie this kind of nice, dark, realistic quality that I think it otherwise wouldn't have had. I think there was something there. I think we actually had like potential. I don't know. I think she was afraid.
Afraid of what?
I don't know. Afraid of it being good or something.
Was the sex good?
She was very sexy.
You've been with a lot of girls?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are we talking about like intercourse specifically? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, in that case, there were actually a few times that a few times I could have done that, but it wasn't exactly right.
Wait, so you're telling me you're a virgin?
There were circumstances.
Oh my god.
No, I will. Okay. All right. For example, junior year, I was dating this girl, Betsy Cook. Betsy was kind of like she was kind of a prude, actually. Anyway, one day I was reading Shakespeare, and I realized I don't really love this person. Yeah. It was one of the sonnets. Being your slave, what should I do but tend upon the hours and times of your desires? And I realized I don't want to tend to Betsy's hours or her times. I mean, that doesn't matter. Anyway, I drove to Betsy's house, and I was literally about to tell her, and that's the night she said she wanted to have sex. Can you believe it? It was the same, it was the same night, so.
And you didn't just fuck her anyway?
No.
You never make a movie because you think it's going to be cool and popular, you know. It's great that so many people can love something that is so personal to us, because as actors, you're always sort of fighting to get across what you're... I think the only reason people make movies is because we care to understand more. We care about people, and it's all about learning about yourself, and this was just a really great opportunity to do that, as every other movie I've done has been, and thankfully this was the first time, not thankfully the first time, but luckily this was the first time that it actually reached. Yeah. And it wasn't because of the movie or me, it's the story, it's definitely Stephanie's book, but I'm so lucky to be a part of it. No, I got it.
She comes to realize that any surge of adrenaline, for whatever reason, ignites not only the subjective sort of image of him that she has, like of his memory, but also she gets to hear his voice and what she would imagine that he would be telling her.
Stop.
It's a very fundamental story. I mean, it's about love. It's about like what we live for. I found that because of the first person narrative, because you're so in her head, that it was going to be really easy to play, because it was like, anytime you're not sure about like what you're thinking or where you're going, just go back to the book, and it's literally detail for detail what you need to be doing. The difficult part was feeling emotions that are set in an unreality, feeling emotions that you're told you couldn't ever feel this. You could never feel as gutted by a boyfriend as she could by this vampire. Yeah. So I was always maybe feeling like I wasn't doing enough, but I feel like that with every movie I do, so.
Kristen is very, very serious and punishes herself if she's not, doing it just right, or if she thinks she's not doing it just right. Usually she's doing a great job.
Come on in. I've got to tell you what a state I'm in. And I've got to tell you in the loudest tone.
I started looking for a warning sign, when the truth is that I miss you. Yeah, the truth is that I miss you so, and I'm tired